Browse to install folder. There, double-click and open PDM2NAV.cex file. This opens SolidWorks PDM Administrator. Log into the required vault and drag-drop PDM2 ERP add-in. This installs add-in. After add-in is installed, right-click on add-in and open Settings dialog. In the Settings dialog, click on Show EULA button. This launches the End-Use License Agreement dialog. Read the license agreement and click on I agree button to continue using this application. In the ERP Links tab, enter OData link to connect to Dynamics Navision or Business Central. The link shown here is for local installation. For Business Central, OData v4 link will be as shown in the notepad. API will be prep-ended, v2.0 and OData 4 are appended as shown. This might change in future. After entering correct OData 4 link, enter credentials to connect to Dynamics Navision or Dynamics Business Central. Credentials can be either Windows credentials or username and password. In case of Dynamics Business Central, password will be web key from user card in Dynamics Business Central as shown here. After entering correct credentials, click Test Connection button. If connection is successful, then all drop-downs will be populated. Select Dynamics company to which data has to be sent. Then select OData endpoint to create or update items in Dynamics Business Central or Navision. OData endpoint to create bill of materials in Dynamics Navision or Dynamics Business Central. If Assembly BOM needs to be sent to ERP, then uncheck Use Drawing BOM checkbox and select the SolidWorks PDM BOM that needs to be used for sending data to ERP. If SolidWorks Drawing BOM needs to be sent to ERP, then check the checkbox Use Drawing BOM. If bill of materials that needs to be created is a production BOM, then select Endpoint to create production BOM object also. If Assembly BOM needs to be created, then this option can be ignored. After selecting endpoints, fill the mapping tables. For item table, select the PDM file variable from drop-down menu. Select ERP item attribute that needs to be filled from PDM file variable. Under column source file, select model if source of PDM variable is model file, drawing if source of PDM variable is drawing file, and both if PDM variable is to be obtained from both model and drawing. Under column configuration, fill __all _ if item number is configuration specific. Else enter the configuration that needs to be sent. This field can be left empty if custom properties of file can be used. In BOM table, in first row under PDM BOM variable column, enter parent _modelno, and for Navision BOM attribute, choose attribute representing parent item number. In other rows, enter columns from SolidWorks PDM BOM or from Drawing BOM and their corresponding Dynamics BOM attributes. If production BOM needs to be created, then choose endpoint for creation of production BOM object. For assembly BOM, this can be ignored. Map card variables of PDM document to production BOM endpoint in production BOM table. In workflow and menu tab, available transition list is seen. Push transitions that trigger automatic data transfer to the right side box. Automatic data transfer is triggered as soon as transition is completed. Push transitions back to left box if they need not be considered for sending data to ERP. For the shown workflow, as soon as a file is approved, except through automatic transition, data transfer to ERP is triggered. If users need to have option to send data on demand to ERP, tick Shortcut Menu checkbox and enter Shortcut Menu text here. In Other Settings tab, it is possible to select the list of folders that can be excluded from data transfer to ERP. For example, there might be files that might be temporary or for testing that need not be sent to ERP. In Log Path field, select Log File folder where log files need to be stored. To store status of ERP data transfer, select 4 version-free variables, 2 for item transfer status and transfer time and 2 for BOM transfer status and time. In Advanced Variable Selection List, it is possible to write custom logic to pre-process data before sending data to ERP. Code is written in C#. For details, see Help documentation file. After writing code, click Validate Code to check if there are any errors in written code. In License Info tab, enter license server information. To see license usage and availability information, click Check License button. In Users and Groups tab, select the users who should have access to the functionality. Users not selected here will not be able to send data to Dynamics ERP. After entering required settings, save the settings by clicking Apply button.